Hello there. This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? This is probably my most popular series. It's where I take some flags and we have a little quiz. It's really, really chilled. I got a bit of a sore throat, so I'll probably whisper and not do soft spoken today. Some of you prefer that anyway. Okay, are we gonna start? I've actually got 2 lots. Okay. So, first, numero uno, first one. What flag is that? Blue at the top and the bottom, red in the middle, white stripes, top and bottom of the red, so red in the middle, white and blue, both to the top and the bottom. It's Costa Rica. Costa Rica, Rica. I think this one's quite easy now. Stripes, blue, white and red. Blue, white and red. It's France. C'est le drapeau de la France, la République française. Okay, let's do one from this pile. I want to do this one. Okay, so horizontal stripes, red at the top, blue in the middle, green at the bottom, and there's a black star in the middle on top of the yellow stripe. It's Ghana. So the capital of Ghana is Accra, I think, isn't it? Accra. And also, is it the same flag without the black star for Bolivia? Let me know in a comment, you geography nerds. I am as well, so I'm not making fun of you. You're cool. Okay, next one. Let's do that one. it's nearly triangle with like the side of a hexagon, I suppose. 3 sides of a hexagon. Oh no. Octagon maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octagon. Some maths as well in this channel, wow. It's Kuwait. And the capital of Kuwait is Kuwait City. It's quite a small country, to be honest. Very rich though in oil. Let's take one from this pile. Let's do that one. I like this flag, it's very cool. Horizontal stripes, red at the top, white in the middle, blue at the bottom. Coat of arms in the middle, with a pattern of white and red checkered checks. It is Croatia, and Zagreb is the capital of Croatia. Zagreb. Yes, they speak Croatian. It's a language. Shares a distant relation and history with Russian, Ukrainian, Polish. Okay. Dark blue background. A cross running through it, but the cross is slightly to the left. It's not directly through the middle. And it's a red cross, but it has a white border outside of the red. So red cross, white border, dark blue background. It is Reykjavik. Oh, sorry, that's the capital. The country is Iceland. Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland. And yes, they speak Icelandic in Iceland. It's a very expensive country to live in. Everything it has to be imported, apart from like stuff that they can grow there, which isn't much. So things like alcohol are extremely expensive, and I think I'm always shocked travelling to European countries how expensive Coca-Cola is. If you're in America, I think Coca-Cola is probably cheaper than water, but if you go around Europe, Coca-Cola is more expensive than alcohol. In Germany, for example, it's really expensive in Korea as well, actually. Okay, this flag. It's red and white stripes from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellow. And the top left corner is a blue background, dark blue, with a yellow sun and crescent moon. It does look a little bit like the United States flag, yes. It is the flag of Malaysia, and the crescent moon and the sun represent Islam. Malaysia. So Malaysian is in a language continuum with Indonesian. Malaysian, because Malaysia was colonized by the British, but Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch. Originally, the language that is a sort of Malaysian language. It's a Creole for all of the islands in that area anyway. It's not really a language too much of its own. It takes on features of all the languages that are there. Things like Javanese, for example. This isn't like, a history lesson, but it might, if I'm wrong at anything, please share with a message while we think about this flag. And yeah, so Indonesian's got words from Dutch, and Malaysian has got more words from English. But to an extent, Indonesians can talk quite easily with Malaysians. But they're both Muslim countries, mostly. Like Bali, the island of Bali within Indonesia is not Muslim, it's Hindu. And I think it's Hindu. Or Buddhist. I can't remember. Type a comment if you know. And what was I saying? Oh yes, so Indonesia, because it's got such a massive population, it's like 180 million or something, is technically the largest or most populated Muslim country in the world. So no Arab country has that many, the largest being Egypt with about 99 million, 101 million. So yeah, Indonesia's population dwarfs that of Saudi Arabia, but yet the most Muslims in a single country don't live in an Arab country, but instead in Indonesia. Okay, this flag is stripes, horizontal stripes, yellow at the top, blue in the middle, and red at the bottom. And on the blue stripe in the middle, there's a series of stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a crescent. It's Venezuela. Venezuela. Okay, next one, which I think is like super easy, but loads of people get it wrong actually. It's just entirely red, but it's got a gold star on the top left, and to the left of that, 4 more smaller gold stars. So gold star on the top left, 4 smaller gold stars. So sort of in a semicircle to the left hand side. Red background. This is China. The People's Republic of China. Next one is just 2 colours. Top horizontal line is red, next one down is white. And then on the left hand side, top left, on the red part, there's a white crescent moon and 5 white stars in a hexagon shape. This is the flag of Singapore. And Singapore is basically a city which is also a country, so the capital of Singapore is Singapore. And without the crescent moon and stars, it would be the flag of Indonesia that we were talking about earlier on. then there is a cross, which is to the left-hand side. It's not through the centre, and it's just all white. So red background, white cross, but the cross is just to the left-hand side, not straight through the middle. It is Denmark, and the capital is Copenhagen, which is actually on an island. And I think there's a joke in Denmark that the real capital should be on the mainland part, and maybe it's either Arland or Åland or somewhere like that. It says that they are the real capital of Denmark. And you can get to Sweden from Denmark in like half an hour on the train. There's a bridge called the Øresundsbroen, the Øresunds Bridge. And I went on it a year after it was made. I went on it in 2001. I was in Copenhagen, one of my favorite places in the world. Beautiful. And I went to Malmö in Sweden for a day trip. And I went across the bridge. I actually got to Copenhagen by train as well, because you get to Germany and you go through Denmark and then you get in a boat. The train drives onto a boat. It's bizarre. It had train tracks on the boat. And then it crosses the water to the island where Copenhagen is, and then it gets back on the rails and carries on. It's amazing. I know that another huge number of you watching come from this place, so you'll find this one easy. 3 horizontal stripes. Top one is black, middle one is red, bottom one is yellow. It is Germany. Is Germany die Bundesrepublik Deutschland? So I think there's about like 80 million people living there. Berlin is the capital, and German is the official language. Okay, let's do one more then. Oh, go on. I'll do this one for you. It'll be a quick one. White and red. Vertical stripes. Horizontal, excuse me. Oops. Horizontal stripes. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white. I don't know if that's important. Is that like a thing? Maybe it's just how many they could fit on here. I don't know. Maybe there's an official number. There probably is. You have to draw this in school, right? Top left corner there's a blue box, and it's got 50 white stars in it. I don't have to count them, I know. 50 white stars. It is, of course, the United States of America, and the capital is Washington, D.C. Technically, there is no official language, but the de facto language is English. I don't think there's an official religion either, although Christianity seems to have taken that on board. I don't think it's in the Constitution that there has to be an official language or religion, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I need to read the Constitution. I don't really know much about it. I hear about it all the time, like, oh, this is in the Constitution, but I don't actually know what it is. Maybe that's a video. If you'd like to see me do that, then write a comment. ASMR reading the Constitution. things, I'm sure. Okay. So that's it for today. How did you do? Do a little comment. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lucky 13 is my favourite number. 13 flags, and hopefully now you're asleep. But if you're not, click like for me and drop me a little comment. Thank you so much. I love hearing from you, and I'll see you again